Hi and welcome to my channel. So today in our 70 SQL interview question series, we will look into all the top interview questions that are asked in interviews. In this series, I have divided these 70 questions into 10 question. So these 70 SQL interview questions are divided into different videos in which you will be going to find 10 questions in each video. So these questions are very important in point of view for the interview. The reason is because these questions are widely asked in TCS, Wipro, Cognizant, these companies, and that is why I thought to create a video on the top SQL interview questions for these companies. And so now let's look into the first part of our series of the 70 SQL interview question. And now let's dive into the questions and try to solve each and every question in this series. So our first question is how to retrieve the second highest salary of an employee. So in this question, we have a data set, and in this data set, we have name and salary, and we have name on employees' salaries. And from this data set, we have to find out the second highest salary. So if you look into this data set, the first highest salary is Shubham's salary, and his salary is 10 lakh, whereas the second highest salary is Nishant's salary, his salary is 5 lakh. So because Nishant's salary is second highest, so that is why this is in our output. So now let's jump into the SQL and see how we can solve this question practically. So we have an employee table, and from this table we have to find the second highest salary. So to find the second highest salary, first let's try to find the first highest salary. And in the second step, what we will do is um, we will find again the maximum salary which is less than the first highest salary. So eventually we will get the second highest salary. So this will be our approach. So let's see how we can do this practically. So first let's find out the first highest salary. So we can do this with select, and we can say max of salary from employee. So let's run this, and currently if you can see, this 10 lakh is the maximum salary, so we should get this 10 lakh. Yes, so we are getting this 10 lakh salary. And in the second step, what we are saying is select name comma salary from employee table, and also we are saying that where salary is less than the highest salary. So let's run this. So when we will do this, we will get all the salaries that are less than the 10 lakh. So if you can see, we have now these rows, and because we have already removed the first highest salary, and now if we try to find out the highest salary from this table, then this is the highest salary, which will be the second highest salary in our entire table. Correct? And now from this, what we can do is we can order this by salary in descending order. So when we will do this, we will get this second highest salary on the top. And what we want is we want this row now. So to get this row, we can use top one. So by using this, we are getting the second highest salary. So let's run this again. So you can see we are now have the second highest salary, and this is how we can solve this problem. So now let's jump into our second problem. So this is our second problem, and in this problem, we have to get the nth highest salary. So in this, we have a table, and in this table, we have employee name and employee salary. Suppose if I ask you to find the first highest salary, then you can do this with aggregate functions, which is max function, right? And if I ask you to find the second highest salary, then you can also do this with the previous query that we have written in our first question. But if I will ask you to find the third highest, or maybe fourth highest, or maybe fifth highest, or maybe nth highest salary, so how can you do this? So in this particular question, we have to write a query to find the nth highest salary. So now let's jump into the SQL editor and see how we can do this. And in this table, we have employee name and employee salary. And from this table, we have to find out the nth highest salary. So if you can see right now, this last row is the first highest salary, whereas this is the second highest salary. So by some way we will create a variable, and in that variable we will assign one for this highest salary, two number for the second highest salary, and likewise we will assign rank to all these numbers. So we can do this by using row number function. So let's see how we can do this. Select star comma row number over order by EMP salary, right? Because we need to assign this order by, and let's call this as rank from employee salary. So let's run this. So you can see we have assigned the ranks, but the highest salary is getting the last rank now. So we have to do the descending here. So let's rerun this query. So now we have the highest salary as rank 1. So suppose if we want to find out the third highest salary or fourth highest salary, so we can simply do this by using where condition. So we have to just select entire thing from this table, where rank is equal to 3 if we want to find out the third highest salary. So this is the third highest salary. Suppose if we want to find out the fourth highest salary, we just have to change the number here. So this is the fourth highest salary. So this is how we can solve this problem. So there is one more trick in this problem. So sometimes this query will fail. The reason is, let me explain you the reason why. So currently we have these rows in our initial table. So let's now try to insert one more row, and let's call this employee name as Ajay, and insert the value again. So right now if I will reprint this table, we will get the two rows for this 5,000 salary. You can see this is this one, and also we have one more row, this one. So right now if you can see, this is the first highest salary and this is the second highest salary, whereas this is the third highest salary, but we have two fourth highest salary. And if in case I'll try to print out the fourth highest salary using this query will not going to be work. The reason is because we have two fourth highest salary. But let's run this and see if we are getting the two rows or not. So you can see we are getting only one row. The reason is because, let me rerun the subquery and show you why. Yes, so you can see in the ranks we are also getting rank 4 and 5 for this same salary. So to solve this, what we have to do is we need some way to assign the same rank to these two salaries, right? And instead of row number we can use dense rank. In the same query I am using. So now let's rerun this inner subquery. So currently you can see we are getting 4 and 5, but let's rerun this, and now you can see this issue is fixed. So we have two rows for this fourth highest salary, and when we will do the filter by using this query, we will get the two rows. So this is how we can solve this question. So this is the third problem, and in this problem we have to fetch all the employees whose salary is greater than the average salary. So in this we have a table, and in this table we have ID, name, department and salary. And from this table we have to find all the employees whose salary is greater than the average salaries. So how we can calculate the average salary is, we have to sum all these salaries and we have to divide that number by the total number of rows that we have. So that is how we can find the average salary, and from this table we have to find all those salaries that are greater than the average salary. So this is our problem. So now let's look into the SQL and see how we can solve this. So in this we have this department salary table, and because we have to find out all the salaries that are greater than the average salaries. So first let's try to find out the total average salary. So we can do this by select, and we can use aggregate function, which is average of salary from department salaries, right? So let's run this. or let's run both of these. So you can see now we have this average salary and we have to find all the salaries that are greater than this average salary. So currently if you can see this is greater, this is also greater, and we have one more row which is this. So this is also greater. So we need three rows in our output. So let's see how we can do this. So again we are doing select star from this department salary and we are saying that where salary is greater than this average salary, right? So let's rerun this. Yeah, so you can see we have the three rows now, and this is how we can solve this problem. So this is the fourth problem, and in this problem we have to write a query to display the current date and time. So to display the current date and time in SQL, we have few functions, and those functions are getDate, current timestamp, and system date time, which is sysDateTime. So using these three functions, we can find out the current date and time. So now let's jump into the SQL and see how we can write our query and get the current date and time. To display the current date time, we have three functions. First is getDate. So we can use this in select. So we are doing select getDate as getDate. That means this will be the header name and we are getting the value from this getDate function. So let's run this now. So you can see we are getting the date and also the time at which this particular query has been run. And also we can do this in one more way, which is using current timestamp, and we are doing the same, but this time the instead of getDate we are using current timestamp. So let's rerun this and you can see we are again getting the same result. And also we have one more thing which is sysDateTime. So this is basically getting the system date time. So let's run this again and you can see we are again getting the same thing, but but this time we are also getting the milliseconds. So these are the three functions that we can use to display the current date and time. So this is the fifth problem of our series, and in this problem we have to find the duplicate records in a table. So let me explain you this problem first. So you can see in this problem we have a table, and in this table we have geek ID, geek name, geek rank, and geek school. So from this table, we have to find all the duplicate rows that are present in Geek School column. For example, if you can see, we have one school which is Code Valley School, and this is coming twice. This is on the first place and also the same school is on the last place in this table. Whereas other Geek School are unique. So because we have only one row duplicate which is Code Valley School, so that is why in our output we have one row for Code Valley School and the duplicate count is 2. So let's see how we can solve this problem in SQL. So in this we have this table, and from this table we have to find out the duplicate geeks schools names, and also we have to count their counts. So let's see how we can do this, and to do this we are using select and we are saying that we need geek school and also their counts, count of geek school, and we want this from geeks table. And also let's do group by, so that we should get only single row for each school name. So let's run this now. So now you can see we have the counts of each school, and you can see we have one school which is this one, and this count is greater than 1. So we need all the rows where the count is greater than 1, and we can do this by using having, and we are saying that this count of geek school should be greater than 1, right? And also because we have to assign some name to this column, so let's also do this, and we are saying that duplicate counts, and this O should be in small. So let's run this again. Yeah, so you can see now we have the school name and also their counts, and we have only those school names where count is greater than 1. That means we are outputting only those school names which are duplicate. So this is how we can solve this problem. So this is the sixth problem of our series, and in this we we have to delete the duplicate rows. So let me explain you this problem first. So in this problem we have one dataset, and in this we have employee name, department, contact number, and city. And from this table we have to remove all the duplicate rows. That means if you can see, we have this Vishal, sales, contact number this in Ghaziabad. This row is same here, which is sales, contact number, and this Ghaziabad. Again we have one more row which is Vipin, and Vipin is duplicate here, and this entire row is duplicate for these two rows. So that is why we have to remove those duplicate rows, and we have to keep only unique rows in our output. So this is our problem. So now let's jump into the SQL editor and see how we can solve this problem. So we have this employee contacts table, and in this we have to delete all the duplicate records from this table. So first let's try to find out the duplicate records, and to find out the duplicate records we can do this with select star comma row number over, and I am doing partition by, and in partition by I am using all the rows. So for example we have this employee name, department, contact number, and also city. So let's take this, and in order by we can take null because we are not ordering this by anything, and let's name this as RN, and we want to do this on this table, right? So we are taking employee contacts. Let's run this. So you can see we have this row is duplicate, and also we have this row duplicate. The reason is because we are getting Rn as 2, which is greater than 1. So all the values where Rn is greater than 2 are the duplicate rows. So we have to delete these rows from our initial table, and we can do this by delete query. So delete from this initial table where this emp name in, and select emp name from ct where we are saying that Rn is greater than 1. So let's run this again. So you can see there are 4 rows, so these 4 rows got affected, and let's now rerun this, and you can see we have these non-duplicate rows here, and this is how we can solve this problem. So this is the seventh problem of our series, and in this we have to get the common records from two tables. So in this we have table 1, and also we have one more table which is this table, and in these two tables we have to find only those records where name, age, and hobby are duplicate in these two tables. For example, if you can see this Dev, his age is 23 and his hobby is cricket. Again, if you look into the next table, we have Dev, his age is 23 and his hobby is cricket. So this is duplicate row. So that is why we have this row in our output. Again, we have one more row which is Varun, his age is 26 and his hobby is football. And the same row is present in this table which is Varun, football, age is 26. So that is why we have two rows which are common in these two tables, and that is why we need these two rows in our output. So now let's jump into the SQL and see how we can solve this problem. So in this we have two tables, and from these two tables we have to find only those rows that are common in both, but we have to check for name, hobby, and age only. So let's see how we can do this. We can do this with intersect query, and because we only have to check name, hobby and age from this table, intersect, select name, hobby, age from this hobby data. So let's run this. Yes, so you can see now we have only the common rows that are there in both the table, and by using this intersect operation we can find out the common rows from this. So this is how we can solve this problem. So this is the eighth problem of our series, and in this problem we have a table, and in this table we have name, phone, email and date of joining. And from this table we have to retrieve the last 5 records from the table. That means if you can see, the last 5 records are from here Sam till the end, because if you count, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the last 5 records, and that is why we want these records in our output. So we have to write the query for this. So now let's see how we can write the query for this in our SQL editor. So in this problem we have to print the last 5 rows from this table, and to do this we can do this by using the row number function, and let's see how we can do this. So first we are selecting all the rows, and also we are doing row number over order by, and I'm selecting null. That means I am assigning 1, 2, 3, 4 likewise numbers to sequential number to each row, and we are saying this as Rn, and we have to do this on this table. So let's run this. So you can see now we have the numbers here, and if we want to print the last 5 numbers or rows, then what we can do is, from this 10 if we subtract the 5, then we will get the 5, right? Then we can say that if the number is greater than this 5, then we need to print all these rows. So let's see how we can do this. So let's convert this into CT, and now from our initial table, and now from this table, which is CT, we can say that select everything, but Rn should be greater than select max of this Rn minus 5 from CT. So let me explain you this problem. So when we will do the select max of Rn from CT, we will get the 10, and in the next step we are doing 10 minus 5, so at the end we will get the 5. And in this query we are saying that select everything, but select only those rows where this Rn should be greater than this 5. So let's run this and see if we are getting the rows that we want. Yeah, so you can see now we are getting the last 5 rows, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because this Rn is greater than 5, so that is why we have this 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is how we can solve this problem. This is the ninth problem of our series. In this, we have a table, and in this table we have ID, name, salary and department. And from this table, we have to find those employees. We have to find top 5 employees with the highest salaries. So now let's see how we can solve this problem. So in this problem, we have a table, and this table is employee total salary table, and this table looks like this. And from this table, we have to find the top 5 employees with the highest salaries. So let's see how we can do this. So first, let's print this entire data and from this table, and also do this order by salary. So currently you can see uh, this is the lowest salary, whereas this is the highest salary. Let's order this by descending. Now we have the highest salary on the top. This is the second highest salary. This is the third highest salary. This is fourth, and this is fifth highest salary. So we have to print the top five highest salaries. So to do this, we can simply use top five, and let's rerun this query. Yeah, so you can see, and now we have the top five highest salaries in our output. So this is how we can solve this problem. So this is the 10th problem of our series, and in this we have to calculate the total salary of all the employees. So in this we have one table, and in this table we have one salary column, and we want to count the total salary, which is the sum of all the salaries in our output. So now let's see how we can solve this. In the problem number 10, we have to find the total salaries of an employee. That means we have to sum up this all the salaries. So we can do this by using the aggregate function, and we can do like select, and because we have to do the sum of salaries, so we are doing sum of salary from this table. So let's run this. Yeah, so this is the total salary, and we can name this as total. So this is the total salary that we are getting. So this is how we can solve these 10 questions, and going forward I will be posting the next part of this video. And please like my video, subscribe my channel. This actually motivates me to make more videos. So definitely, and just let me know if you like this video. So thank you, and stay tuned on my YouTube channel. Bye bye.